Me and my buddy. So, today's recording is going to be about fear, letting go of fear. Now, there is a whole lot of things in the world to be afraid of, little things, big things. And, except not Annie here. Right. Huh. One of the little things that I'm afraid of is dentists. Now, we just took Jasmine to the dentist, and she was just thrilled to go, just having a great old time.
This is fresh glass. I'll get your wallet and keys for you.
Now, she's changed a great deal. When she first needed the dentist, when she was like 2, she was absolutely petrified. We were taking her to the Calgary Pediatrics to get her mouth worked on, and it was just awful.
I know.
She's had really wonderful experiences at the Brush Floss place in Red Deer. It's a pediatric dentist, and we're just so grateful for the wonderful experiences she's having because it has set her up well for the future, kind of not like what mine was. And that has never been my experience, but it's something I need to let go of because, well, the older we get, the more we need to see the dentist. Right, Annie? Her too. Get those things filed down. So far, she's okay. Maybe she's a little confused because Owen's putting beach sand down in the shelter. We are very grateful for this fabulous piece of equipment that Owen is driving. We have been using it at least on a weekly basis for all sorts of jobs around the acreage. And this job is to go to our beach sand donor site in the woods and hauling it to our acreage for various projects. Summer trail building. In this case, we are putting sand at the bottom of the horse shelters to help them out. And this is just lovely beach sand. It's really, really great for comfort or for playing in, but it is not really great for growing things in. So we do bring in a lot of dirt. Because chances are we're going to be getting Hank here within the week, and we just want to make sure everything is prepared. We've got most of the hay in. We've gotten this pasture knocked back. As you can see, it's nice and flat. We appreciate this piece of equipment to knock back some really tall grasses, and that's what Owen uses in the woods to create a trail system. And one of the things I remembered from a few years back, I had spotted a pile of wood and such back in there, and I wanted to make sure that it was cleaned up before the horses hurt themselves on it. And sure enough, as Owen was cleaning, we did come upon this pile, and there's a lovely root in there that I'm going to scoop out and put around the pond over at over at the chalet. Well, I thought I would put my mic on as well, just to help with the volume on this taping. Anyway, today is going to be Monday by the time I post this. I'm trying a new thing of creating the videos and scheduling it for posting the next day. And all this doing videos is certainly a learning experience for me, and it's a great thing. And we've had a lot of fun and interesting experiences over the last few days. On Wednesday, we take Jasmine now to Sylvan Lake to the House of Music, and it ended up she just loved it. And I then slide across to visit Lavinia, my mom of my heart, and she's also a very good mentor for me, and so she's the one I'll be talking to when I hit the part about letting go of fear on the side of letting go of the fear of aging, because she's the same age as my mother. She's late 80s, and she is just doing wonderfully. She's in her own place. She's doing her own thing. She drives where she wants to go. And so I can learn from her. Our guests left, the stitching group of 3 ladies left, and they left it a wonderful condition, and they gave us a fabulous review. And then in came a review from the guest from 2 weeks ago with the granddad from Ecuador. And also a very nice review, and we're just so grateful that they had a great time. I'm spending these next few days cleaning out the chalet for our next booked guests aren't coming until the 1st of October. So this is the perfect time to switch over all the decor in the place for a more fall look. And so that's what I've been doing in there as well. Got to give it to Mother Nature. She is also doing a lovely job painting the world such pretty, pretty colors this fall. And it's kind of gloomy and cloudy around here, and I'm hoping it's going to rain because it's been dry for the last few weeks, and it would be good to have a nice downpour. Now, yesterday I really stepped outside of my comfort zone. Now, being brought up in the evangelical group, anything that's anything that's like a psychic or an evening with spirit would be considered demonic and a terrible, terrible thing. Well, I am deconstructing from all that. I am open to new experiences and to see what everything that I've been scared away from, see what that's all about. So I booked into an evening with Spirit. She just happens to live 4 minutes from here, so that's been kind of cool. And I was walking in there with fear and trepidation because I didn't have any idea. And there was 14 of us ladies, and they were just a lovely group of women, and the whole thing went very, very nicely. Now, I didn't get to speak at all. I didn't get to say anything. I was just basically sitting there observing and kind of soaking it in to see if there was any trickery or what this was all about. And yeah, I learned a lot, and it was very comforting. And I am now working to book a time slot with her just by myself because I have a few questions I need to ask her about what's going on in my world and what's going on. I just have a lot of questions. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm aiming for the middle of this week just to spend a couple of hours alone with her to explore a few things and see how it goes. So that is getting past my fear of that. And it's basically to step right into it, because often the building up of the issue in your mind is a whole lot worse than what the experience really is. Although I have to say, going to the dentist is still not a fun thing for me. I just have to go because I need to. And I guess the more experiences that I have that are positive and not painful, the less I can have fear of that. I just know that when I started, when I was a kid, dentistry was a whole lot different back then, and as I'm sure that you all know, it was not comfortable. There's a lot of pain involved, and there's a whole lot of people that are afraid of dentists, and so that's something I am working on. Now, as far as the other subjects I have for letting go of fear, I'm going to show you some video of around Sylvan Lake. That's where I visit Lavinia, my mentor, and she is certainly helping me in the area of fear. And for me, the advice is to find somebody that's ahead of you or doing the things that you're afraid of and learn from them. Lavinia is, let's see here, 28 years ahead of me in life, and she's got a fabulous attitude, and so I'm going to learn from her. Now, this is my friend Lavinia. I adopted her as my mom and a grandmother to Jasmine. And talking about fear, one of the big ones we have is fear of making mistakes, because we start out in life so vulnerable. We were vulnerable to parents' reactions, husbands, parenting mistakes. I was raised in the church to fear everything that's other, fear of hell. In fact, there's supposed to be a rapture happening on the 23rd, so fear that. And to fear change, and I've been through so many changes, divorcing, jobs, retiring. Of course, there's all the changes that comes with menopause, with the hormones disappearing and all the health concerns that are coming that I am, of course, dealing with now. And this leads to that fear of aging, handling death-related issues, body breaking down, increased vulnerability at the end of life. Lavinia is my mentor, and she is an example that I am watching and learning from. I watch Lavinia and I just watch her example. She is living on her own in her own place. She goes where she wants to go. She travels wherever she wants to travel. And in a couple of years, I think she's turning 90, and her plan is to be ziplining on her 90th birthday. And what a wonderful person to watch and follow, that's for sure. And she helps give me the courage to start out new things, because she always thinks I'm this most fabulous person in the world, and she treats me like that. Everything that I tell her I want to do, she's so very encouraging. The learning to ride horses, buying horses, homesteading, my vacation rental, she's always very encouraging and lets me talk about it and is very helpful with that. And well, the new instruments, she's in a ukulele group in her town, and well, there's a Yukon in the Rockies in my town, and I just have to grab my ukulele and get learning a bit of that and join that group too, and get out of my fear of new experiences, of new people, because I'm an introvert. And it's just basically stepping into it and giving it a try, at least giving it, I don't know, a month to see if there's some progress, if there's more comfort coming along. That's my plan anyway. And so it begins, the season of letting go, when Mother Nature shows us all how it's done. Let go, free yourself, shake it off, drop it, give way for the new, create space for new thoughts, new ideas, new adventures, and new connections by shedding the dead weight you've been carrying around for so long. And whilst you're there, being reborn and renewed, let go of old anxieties too. Let go of any doubts, fears, or beliefs which no longer serve you well. Release bitterness or past hurts which feast on your beauty. Be brave. Don't fear the nakedness as your leaves slip away. Mother Nature doesn't. Watch and learn.